Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and welcome back to week 10 of the WBE. Of course, I'm the coach of the Melbourne Rotoms, and this week we're up against Leo, the coach of the Durham Druddigons. Apologies because these battles are going a little bit late, because I was quite busy the last couple of weeks, obviously commentating Worlds, which I hope you guys got to tune in to. We were actually just replaying the game for the first two turns, because on the first turn, the first time we tried, I forgot to Mega Evolve Slowbro, and you have to Mega Evolve immediately. So, yeah. Anyway, we only have a couple of weeks left in the WBE. We're 4-5 right now, but Leo's obviously going to be a tough opponent. And then I was supposed to play Gator last week as well, so that's coming up later this week as well. So those aren't matches I feel like super confident about, mainly because they're just much better draft league and singles players than I am. But definitely will give it my all. And yeah, once again, huge thank you to the front office for helping me build this team, and thank you to those who have tuned in and watched my WBE battles. I know it's probably not as entertaining as most of the other players in the league because I'm not as good, but maybe for that reason it's actually more entertaining. Either way, I appreciate those who have come out and supported it, and hopefully it's somewhat entertaining. Either way, basically the reason I forgot to Mega Evolve the first turn was because I wanted to check what type the Savali was, because I didn't recognize it immediately. And you know, in VGC, like, it shows you the type effectiveness of when you try to use an attack in doubles, but in singles, obviously, whatever you use just comes out immediately. So yeah, he switched that into Mana Feed the first time around, and the first time I didn't get a burn, and when we tried to redo it the first time, I ended up burning it, so hopefully no burn happens this time and we can go from there. Alright, third time's a charm. Let's see. Skull comes out, no crit. Okay, no burn. There we go. Okay, so him switching in Mana Feed here is really interesting. Not sure what he would be running. Like, so obviously I have Cortana that threatens it immediately. I'm thinking it's like Z Mana Feed. I don't think a Z Mana Feed could even knock me out. I do have Yawn, and I am afraid of him just like tail blowing and then like energy balling, for example. So I kind of want to Yawn just to put on pressure immediately, because I think he might just try to set up on me here right now. So I am actually going to go for the Yawn and see what he goes for. Okay, he has Toxic. That's fine. That makes a lot of sense. Better to see that than a Z, to be honest. So Mana Feed, Toxic, Savali. He's in kind of an awkward spot now, where obviously he like wants to switch out, and obviously I can capitalize off that as well by switching out myself. Question is, who does he go into? Who does he go into? Who do I go into? Let's like safe switch in here. I kind of also just like want to Yawn again, but the thing is then Slowbro is just taking all this poison damage and it's not worth it. I think certainly he switches out, probably into, maybe back out into Savali. Now Slowbro could, like, I want to get spikes up with Savali, like that would be super ideal. Conkeldur's not bad here either though. I think I'm actually going to go out into Conkeldurr. I do wish I switched Slowbro out, though, that turn. Yeah, he's going to withdraw the Mana Feed. And Savali comes back in, yep. Okay, I need to figure out what type Savali that is, because I don't know. Okay, let's see. It's also shiny, which makes it even more confusing. Like, Savali obviously isn't very common in VGC, so I am not as familiar with it. Yeah, this is something that I wish I just knew off the top of my head. That's like, what, a blue tail with a white fin? Is that just normal then? Well, I can knock it off, right? Oh, the type effectiveness is show here. Yeah, I'm silly. I think this is a free opportunity to knock off, yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna parting shot. Valley. Okay. I was worried about... sorry, I should say we were all worried about Fairy Savali, because then it can take Draco Meteors quite nicely. But that means that the Guzzlord I have in the back can actually put in a lot of work. Alright, that's definitely Z Como. Yeah. Okay. Como, O, Z. Kind of expected to be like Special Dragon Z. I don't want to just switch out here immediately like into Slowbro. Gelder is pretty good here though, isn't it? Okay. We at least confirm it's Z. I want to conserve Conkeldurr if possible. It's just a question of who do I go out into. Because I don't want to give up Slowbro because it's such a good defensive wall. I think I might just Drain Punch here and scout him out. Ah, he goes for rocks. Okay. Interesting. Oh. I'm fine with that. If I could get another Drain Punch off, then it should be an Ice Shard KO range. Which is obviously good for Mamoswine. He could be physical Dragon Z as well, but I feel like special would make a lot of sense. Let me just check Como's moveset though. Yeah. I mean, I just expect Special Z because of the matchup against Slowbro. Do I want to take damage with Conkeldurr though? I mean, like, if it is physical Z, I might just feint to like Z Outrage. Let's scout him out. Yes, these. That's fine. I mean, it'll be an Ice Shard KO range. So he is physical actually then. Yeah, Ice Shard should definitely get the knockout from here. The thing is, I'll probably will have to sacrifice something, unfortunately. So the question is, who do I want to just give up? Okay. I want Guzzlord for the Reuniclus. Mamo's good against a lot of these things. Guess I could give up a Selgor, but I don't feel too great about that. Slowbro is just my defensive switch in. He has to attack here for sure. I assume he'd be going for a dragon type attack. Maybe even the Z move. Because I don't really have a great switch into the Z. I just don't like giving up Slowbro because it's so good defensively and it can yawn everything. I don't want to give up any of these. Unfortunately. But I have to obviously give up something. I'm actually giving up Conkeldurr. I don't know how I feel about that. He does commit the Z move here, though. Yeah, it's Dragon Z. Probably not, I don't know. Like, I was gonna say not best to have given up Conkeldurr because it does wall so many of the things. Yeah, I mean, I could have Mach Punch there. I can now at least bring in the Mamoswine. Question is whether I want to do that. I could also just bring in something like Kartana, but I think I like Mamoswine here. This is a big turn though. Does he expect me to just Ice Shard and just Sax Como, or can I get a free Stealth Rocks up here, potentially? I think I'm gonna play it safe. as much as I do want to rocks. He does switch out though. Manaphy, okay. The bright side is I don't have to worry about Z Manaphy now, but I think I'm gonna go out into Slowbro and put some yawn pressure off. The issue is I don't have Defog here. Yeah, Swords Dance Dragon Z Como was a cool set. I guess maybe, if anything, I should have sacked a Selgor. I just didn't want to, because, like, I was like, oh, maybe I can get some spikes off. Fighting Z will just obliterate the Lopunny, and I can spike things. And the Savali, actually, as well. So I don't know what the correct decision there was. I wanted to conserve Guzzlord for the Reuniclus as well. That was definitely an opportunity to rocks, though. It was just like, you have to deal with the risk of him just staying in, expecting me to rocks. So I played it safe there and I got punished, unfortunately. But that's fine. He clicks Dazzling Gleam, okay. I think I'm going to yawn here and then slack off. Okay, maybe it's just better to slack off here. Let's see. Assuming this is quite the bulky Manaphy. Yeah. So he's committed to Z early. He's gonna switch out, okay, so I heal all the way back, which is good. Yeah, that switch makes sense. I think this next turn he parting shots. Kinda wanna switch out the Slowbro. I think he parting shots. Although I guess that would give him priority into whatever he wants to go in. But I kind of have to switch out. I'm not going to get anywhere if I just stay in here. So maybe I actually go into Selgor and try to get a layer of spikes. And if he stays in, that's great, because then I pressure with Hidden Power fighting. Or sorry, fighting Focus Blast. Yeah, I don't know. I guess giving up Conkeldurr wasn't the best idea. Because it actually matches up quite nicely against so many things. I think I should have probably sacked the Selgor. But oh, he just attacks there. Okay. I do pressure with the Z move and I kind of want to go for it. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. If we get this, that'd be great, because then I just get another layer of spikes afterwards. But obviously you can switch out here. Oh, nice. We actually get it. Nice, that's fun. Okay, hopefully this knocks it out. See, parting shot, try attack. And then I can get a layer of spikes after this turn. So that makes me feel a little bit better about just sacking Conkeldurr the way I did. Assuming this knocks out. Oh wow, it actually survived? That's impressive. Ah! That's cool. Wow. That's definitely impressive. I wonder how much bulk he needed to survive that. Makes sense why he's normal type. Yeah, he actually gets to hold an item, obviously. Definitely wasn't expecting him to survive there. That's impressive. Okay. Yeah, I like Mammo's one here, I think. Mammo or Cortana? Just like, if I bring in Cortana, is this free switch into the Moltres? I think I'll bring in Mammo, yeah. Ah, man. I'm sad that I didn't get the knockout. That was a big survival there. I am modest max, so I guess he EV to survive that, which is a nice call on his end. He can't really take Earthquake too well, though. And I'm assuming he's quite slow. Although, I think this Mammo is also quite slow. Do you kind of want to set up rocks here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna rocks. I think he parting shots into Manaphy. Yeah. Ah, that's an unfortunate survival. Yep, then it makes it... I don't think I should have given up Conkeldurr in this matchup, because a lot of his Pokemon are specially based as well. Is that Manaphy? Yep. He's also shown Dazzling Gleam on that, which obviously is kind of scary. But at least we get up rocks now. I just assume that his last one on Savali is going to be... Defog. We've seen Toxic and Gleam on Manaphy, presumably something like Scald. Doesn't seem like he has much to hit Slowbro, so I can at least put that in and maybe pressure a Yawn. The issue is that without Defog, I'm slowly taking so much damage with rocks on everything. Okay, he just surfs. I'm just gonna slack off this turn. Yeah, he just switches out. Probably back out onto Savali if he has Defog. I'm sure he's gonna go for it. Oh, nice call on his end to Eevee Savali for that, though. That's not something I expected. And I think if we got that KO, it would have put us in a really good spot. So, that's well done on his end. I'm gonna Scald here. He's got to have Defog, I'm sure. Especially with Moltres. Yep. That's why I really wanted the knockout on that with the Selgor. But the upside is obviously he gets rid of his own rocks. We get a burn. Nope. Okay, well, I think he parting shots here. I mean, this game is definitely still winnable even though we're behind. It's just not ideal, obviously. I actually want to see how bulky it is. I haven't been doing calcs this game. I want to see how much bulk you need to take a Fight EMZ from a Selgor. I imagine he parting shots here, though. Yeah, I think he definitely does. The issue is I don't have momentum in terms of switching because if I switch out here, he'll just parting shot into whoever he wants. So if I stay in, I think I'm gonna just stay in and slack off this turn and see who he goes out into because I don't want to just give him a free switch in. Wow, he's definitely quite bulky. With Savali, like, man, that's a ton of special defense bulk then, yeah. Might be max, honestly. Like max HP, max PDEF. Okay, well, let's see what comes in. I don't know, I feel like I just have played this kind of poorly. I wasn't confident on what to lead with, so I went with Slowbro. The Selgor didn't get nearly as much mileage off as it should have. I just really expected the Z Focus Plus to get the KO. Okay, so Uniclus comes out. I can at least switch out into Guzzlord now. He's already committed a Z move, so we don't have to worry about that. And there's no rocks up anymore. Yeah, let's go out into Guzzlord. That's... Yeah, I just didn't know who to give up earlier. Because, like, Slowbro is... Oh, that's a really nice switch. He's probably going to... Oh, nope. Not Manaphy. Como, got it. Yeah, that was an easy read to make, but it's a super good one. My switching into Slowbro here is super obvious. Like, surely he just clicks Close Combat. Let me just check. Does Close Combat knock me? Or Dragon Move knock me out? Depends if he's Outrage or, like, Dragon Claw. Huh. Do I just switch out into Slowbro here? I'm just worried about him SDing, obviously. Otherwise, I could stay in, but then I just don't think I have a good answer against for Uniclus. I kind of need Guzzler for Uniclus. So, this is an obvious switch out, but I think I have to make it anyway, unfortunately. It's a shame. I don't know. He just rocks again. Oh, that's frustrating. I definitely could have attacked there. Well, the upside is he shouldn't be able to knock out Slowbro, and he's forced to switch out here. I wonder if he just goes back out into Savali. Because obviously I could just Psyshock here. I think Uniclus would be also a decent switch in for him. I don't see a reason for him to go out into Savali, actually. I think I actually want to pressure him and yawn. Because then it means he has to switch out the following turn and I can make a switch. Yeah, I mean, I was really thinking of just staying and attacking with Guzzlord, and I guess I should have. Getting a knockout on Como would have been quite nice. Okay, he does swap out here, yeah. I think he has to switch out the Manaphy here. Question is whether I heal up. Who does he switch into? I wish I had a like chip damage onto that Moltres. You definitely don't switch Moltres here. I think Uniclus is the most likely switch in. Yeah, I think I mean, he could just stay in and click Dazzling Gleam, but that just doesn't seem worth it to me. I'm gonna go out into Guzzlord. Okay. Oh, he actually did end up going to Moltres. Wow. That's okay. I guess that makes sense, because Moltres is pretty useless for him at this point. Guzzlord's at least in a decent position right now. I do have Rock Slide. Does he just let me go for it? I wouldn't expect to. If he switches out at Como, that's the question, because I could Draco Meteor to get the knockout. He doesn't have a free switch into Draco, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Moltres staying in here, so I guess I'll Draco. You could also have Charty Berry. I should be able to take any attack from it. I mean, I'm Assault Vest Guzzlord. Okay, he does switch out. Who comes in? Which one is that again? Alright, what's Como? Alright, hopefully we don't miss this. Oh, I needed that. Because Como is by far the biggest threat to Guzzlord. That's heartbreaking. I mean, I could have Dragon Tail, but I didn't want him staying in and giving him a free... man. Wow, that's heartbreaking. That just made it a lot harder to win. Yeah, I mean, it's Pokemon. It's not his fault, obviously. It's just sad because I did make the correct play that turn. But he's been playing better than me for the game, so can't really complain that much. That really sucks, though. I needed that damage or that knockout, because then it actually paves a pretty good path for Guzzler this game. Okay. I think this is still winnable, though. Definitely still winnable. But I'm going to need to finesse this pretty well. I'm not sure if there's much left for Slowbro at this point, especially with it being toxic. That's heartbreaking, though. Dang. Yeah, he is Outrage. Okay. Man, that's a bummer. Hopefully he gets 3 turns of Outrage here. So then I get a guaranteed knockout onto him. Okay. So there's a third turn. Question is Kartana or Mamoswine? Mamoswine will guarantee me the knockout. Just want to check how much Kartana Sacred Strike does. Kartana. So I don't know if it's enough to knock out. Or sorry, Smart Strike. It should be. Man, I wish I had like SD Kartana right now. That'd be sick. Although it doesn't make a difference. Oh wait, this one doesn't have Smart Strike. I'm trolling. Yeah, I have to go out into Mammal then. Am I sure? Man, that's a heartbreaking miss. I really needed that for momentum in this game. Because I feel like I already wasn't playing that well. But that was like a big opportunity to at least give me a shot of getting back into this one. But, yeah, I could have Dragon Tailed there too, but I mean, Dragon Tail's accuracy is also not 100%. Actually, is it 95? For some reason I thought it was... It's actually 90, so it actually doesn't make a difference, yeah. That's Lopunny, sure, yeah. And I think he just clicks fighting type attacks now. So I do have Scarf Kartana, but I don't think that really makes the difference here. I think I just get swept now. I needed... Yeah, the issue is that by missing that, I had to sack the Slowbro, which meant I didn't have a great switch into the Lopunny. Yeah. I don't think I can win anymore. But it happens. I don't know. This game is weird where I feel like the team was really good. I just like played kind of unconfident earlier on. Like I had the opportunity to rocks. Missing out the knockout on the Savali was definitely heartbreaking. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was max there. Just trying to think if there's any way. I mean, I have Scarf Kartana, so Kartana can come in. Yeah, I guess I Ice Sharp. If he's fake out Quick Attack, though, he can just fake out a Quick Attack. Although that would have opened up the opportunity for Kartana to come in. Yeah, so he doesn't end up fake outing. I don't know. This game actually, like, it feels closer than the actual scoreline is, but ultimately I feel like I was just not the better player, even though my team was good for it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I bring in Kartana here, but... I mean, the safe play on his end is just to switch out into Moltres, right? I am scarfed, so I mean, I guess maybe I hope he chokes and stays in. Like, I could hit him Power Rock expecting the Moltres, but... Even if I HP Rock. Yeah, I mean, I gotta hope that he throws here, thinking that I'm not scarfed. I get the knockout, and then maybe Guzzlord and Katana can actually sweep this. That's the only way out. Like, I could play for differential, but that, like, this is still a win con. So I think it's worth going for. Although I think if he plays smart, he should just switch out here. Like, Moltres or Manaphy are both good switch-ins. Just to scout out for the Scarf. But if for some reason he gets careless and doesn't expect the Scarf, then Guzzlord actually can wall the remaining Pokemon that he has decently. Yeah. Oh, he stays in. Does this knock out? Wow. Okay. Well, he knows I'm Scarf now, right? So he gets a free switch in, and... Actually, yeah, this is a free opportunity for him just to target down Guzzlord wherever he wants, so... yeah. Like, I think I needed a third Pokemon in order to have been able to win this. Yeah. It was a good game for sure. I think the two pivotal turns were Savali surviving, which I didn't expect. Although I guess I should have. And it having the bulky berry, which made my life a lot harder. I wasn't too well equipped to deal with the Como, and I think probably would have been better to have given up the Aselgor. Sub Moltres, interesting. Does Dragon Tail go through sub? I wouldn't be surprised if he's sub-toxic. Okay, it won't. Okay, well, then I'll Rock Slide. Yeah, it's sub-toxic. He actually misses. Interesting. Oh, that just made this game a lot more interesting. Because that's huge. I guess kind of making up for the miss earlier, but let's see. I expect him to be Charty Berry. The thing is, if he gets low enough, another 50% of damage, and he might be in KO range from a Hidden Power Rock from Kartana, which I am actually running. I also could just knock off here, which covers all my options. What's left on his end? Moltres, Manaphy, Savali, and Reuniclus. Both Manaphy and Savali will faint to a Leaf Blade. So if I knock this out and get some chip damage onto Reuniclus... Actually, if I just get a Beast Boost, that's also possible. He knows I have Rock Slide now, so he's obviously got to be worried about it. I don't think he just keeps subbing, because that doesn't make any sense. You could be Charty Berry to take a Rock Slide. Otherwise, maybe you switch out into the Manaphy. So the question here is, because this is actually still winnable, if I expect to switch out into Manaphy, I could go out into Kartana, and then he's got to be worried, so he goes back out into Moltres, to which I can hit him Power Rock. I guess the other question is, can I take a Dazzling Gleam from Manaphy? My laptop that I do calcs on just died, so won't be able to find that out. I don't do it on my main computer, just because it lags, and it already lags enough. Yeah, I think he definitely switches out into Manaphy here. But I didn't pull the trigger and switch out into the Kartana. Ah, it was a Citrus Berry. Well, the switch out into Kartana here is so obvious. I really wish I did that. It's so obvious that I kind of want to stay in because I expect him to have HP Fire. Yeah, I should have switched out into Kartana, but I was running out of time. Guzzlord was amazing for this matchup, though. That's why I wanted to prioritize the knockout onto Como so early on. Yeah, okay, he just gleams. Does that knock me out? Whoa, that does nothing, actually. Wait. But he survives with a sliver of HP. I don't know what's the best attack to use here to get the knockout. Because I don't know if Draco Meteor will get the knockout. I mean, they're all 90 accuracy, right? Other than knockoff. Sorry, I actually need to plug in my DS. This is a really fun game, honestly. The miss was unfortunate, but... like, we can obviously take another attack, right? I just wonder if it's actually worth switching out into Cortana here. Because if I go into Cortana, then he goes on into Moltres, I can Hidden Power Rock things. I think he needs the damage on Guzzlord, that's the thing. I might actually do this. This is just such a risky switch in. But I think it might be I'm gonna go for it. I don't think he HP fires here. If he does, then he's a god. Oh, that's good as well. Oh, this is still definitely winnable then. Okay. I have to hope he goes out into Moltres, and I'm going to actually go for the Hidden Power Rock now. Please go into Moltres. It's not going to knock out, but it'll do like... oh, that's the volley. Okay, that's also fine. I don't even know if this knocks out, to be honest. I guess he wanted to see what I locked myself into there. I don't even know if another one knocks out, to be honest. But I think I switch into Guzzlord here. Dang, I revealed that though. I mean, I could have Leaf Bladed just to get a free knockout, and then I could have switched out back out into Guzzlord. But I think it was worth going for there because, like, Moltres as a switching into Cortana does seem pretty, like, a pretty clear-cut play. But it was good on his end to, I guess, actually... I'm sure he was worried about a potential HP Rock. Because if he actually switches in there, that actually puts me in a really good spot. I'm not confident another HP Rock will actually get the knockout here onto Savali, so I'm switching out. Man, this is actually really... like, Cortana and Guzzlord are actually amazing in this matchup. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, he did just Flamethrower, okay. Okay, no burn, please. Alright, and so now he definitely parting shots, right? I don't think he goes out into Moltres. Might just try attack, honestly. Knockoff is the most consistent play. I think he try attacks. Because then he'll have Whittled Guzzler down a lot. My win con is try attack, and then you bring in Moltres. I think he wins with Moltres at this point. Maybe I should have just gambled and tried to gone for HP Rock. That was a really good switch in here into the Savali though. I could have obviously Leaf Bladed with the Cortana, but I didn't. Leaf Blading might have been a game-winning play, to be honest. I thought surely he'd switch into Moltres, because, like, what better thing to switch into Cortana? But that was a nice call on his end. I think I attack here, just a question of what do I go for. I think knockoff is fine. Yeah, he does try attack. Alright, let's see how much this does. Not too much. This was a crazy game, honestly. It was really fun. This is wild. Yeah, I don't know. There are two plays. I don't regret the play I HP rocked with Cortana. Like, if there's any time to go for a tech play like that, I think it's absolutely in that position. It really could have worked out as well. Yeah, I mean, I definitely could have played better. I think the biggest regret is probably just not sacking a Selgor. Like, I should have obviously realized Savali was going to be normal, bulky. For some reason, like, I just forgot the fact that it was actually could carry an item because it was the normal typing. So that was kind of a blunder on my end. Alright, not if he comes back in. I mean, the switch into Kartana here is so obvious, right? Like... I don't even know if a Gleam knocks me out, though. But it doesn't matter, I don't think. Can I win this? He clicks Dazzling Gleam, Cortana takes it, I Leaf Blade. I mean, he also doesn't have HP Fire. If I switch into Cortana, he Gleams, then he just switches out into Moltres. Right? And we need, like, maybe a Leaf Blade crit. I think he just Dazzling Gleams here. I'm gonna switch. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Well, now you definitely switch out into Moltres. Well, then the question is, do you switch out? Yeah, I mean, because you know I have Hidden Power, right? So maybe you just stay in to eat up. My other win con is Leaf Blade, and then... No, Leaf Blade won't knock out the Moltres even with the crit. I think he stays in here. Oh, is that Reuniclus? It is. Oh, that did so much damage. That makes sense though. You scout to see what Cortana locks itself into. Man, if I got a crit actually, maybe we could have won this. But now he switches out into Moltres for sure. And like, yeah, I could go out into Guzzlord, but that doesn't really accomplish anything. I think he ends up winning this, but man, was it close. This was a really fun game. Shame, I really do think without that miss, like, could have given me a lot better positioning in this game, but what can you do at the end of the day? Now, I guess I could go into Guzzlord if he like doesn't have an offensive attack like to actually get the knockout onto me. I think I have to actually go into Guzzlord here because he's 100% switching out into Moltres. I mean, I need to hope for, like, we've seen Subtoxic, right? So if it's like... Because if we Rock Slide this thing, we win. He obviously knows that. If it's like Flamethrower and Hurricane, he misses Hurricane, for example, that's our out. He also just could go back out into Reuniclus. But I'm going to click Rock Slide. This was a really fun game. Honestly, maybe one of my favorite games from the season. I'm just sad because I really feel like I had a good team to win this, and I didn't play it super well. And obviously, the miss on the Como was just heartbreaking. Because imagine if I had a Slowbro here still, right? I could just keep switching in and out into it. And it's just such a good defensive pivot. So, yeah. But what happens when you run a 90% accurate move? He has Air Slash. That should get the knockout then. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, I think my win con there... Well, Air Slash also can miss, right? So if he misses there, I actually just win the game. So I think I played to my outs here. It's just that I wish I wasn't in a position where I had to play from behind. This was so close. Manaphy was so low and Reuniclus was so low as well. Maybe if I ran Night Slash on this thing instead, I could get some crits. Like get a Beast Boost and then crit something. But I think I played out to my outs here because Moltres was always going to run Sub-Toxic. We need that and a Fire type attack. I can't win anymore. Yeah, I mean, HP Rock will only do like 50%-ish at most. Yeah. Oh, maybe he wasn't running Flamethrower. Good game, Leo, man. That was a really fun one. I am definitely quite sad about the miss on Takomo. Just because they basically gave him a free knockout. Had I gotten that knockout, like, he has to switch something into Guzzlord, and Guzzlord actually walled this entire team at that point. He obviously missed Toxic on Guzzlord, which made this even a game to begin with, I guess, towards the end. But I think without that miss, at least I can have Slowbro to switch into. A couple better plays I definitely could have made. I mean, the lead early on, like, I don't feel too bad about leading the Slowbro, but I should have not been so confident about Z Focus Blast just knocking out Savali. That's one big thing. I should have scouted what Manaphy was going to go for. The thing was, I was worried about Manaphy setting up on me, like going for a Tail Glow, because then it can kind of just sweep through my team, even if I bring in Conkeldurr in that position, which is why I forced the Yawn that turn, but he ended up just being like the bulky Toxic set. But yeah, I mean, the bulk on his team really came through. Like, Savali and Manaphy both hung on with such low HP. I had the opportunity, the turn I went for the HP Rock, to have gotten a free Leaf Blade to knock out the Savali. That could have been absolutely huge as well. And ultimately, like, the chip damage onto Guzzlord was just too much. But yeah, at the end of the day, if he misses that Air Slash, I win the game, obviously, because then Cortana just sweeps. But even without that, like, I don't know. Like, the miss on Como was a big deal, but that's part of the game, and I think I could have played better up until that point. I think, like, Como definitely ran through me a bit more than it should have. I had the opportunity to go for the rocks the turn I Ice Sharded the Como. Although I guess he was bringing Savali in there anyway, so yeah, ultimately, like, I should have tried to get some chip damage onto Savali to make sure that Z Focus Blast would get the knockout, and I got a little bit greedy just going for it, thinking he would definitely get the knockout. So that's my bad. I definitely wasn't expecting him to run like max HP Spadef Savali. For example, had I gotten an Ice Shard off onto it, the turn... Actually, the turn I Ice Sharded, he switched out into Manaphy. So yeah, that was actually an opportunity to Rocks. For example, if I Rocks the turn he Ice Shard... I mean, these are like hindsight 50-50 plays though, where it's like, I don't know, I don't regret making a lot of them because like I do feel like they were the safer plays to make. It's just like, you look back and you're like, oh, it's such an obvious point to go for. But ultimately, I played a little bit too... Like, I didn't have a good game plan, I think. I didn't assess my win conditions late enough. And I needed to play better on Guzzlord because Guzzlord was so pivotal in this matchup. Ultimately, though, it was even a game to begin with, I guess, because he sacked the Lopunny, which I was very surprised by. So, ended up being closer than I think it should have. But definitely a game we could have won. The team was 100%, I think, an amazing team for this week. So, thanks to the front office for building it. Would have liked to see how it plays out if we don't get that, if we hit that Draco Meteor. But at the end of the day, can't, complain about that too much. And yeah, good game to Leo. He's definitely one of the top players. I have a lot of respect for him. And he is just a monster in Draft League. So, trying to think what else really that could have been done better. I mean, it's obviously the time he didn't switch in Moltres and brought in Savali to kind of sack it instead. I mean, if I just got the knockout there, I wouldn't have taken all that extra damage onto Guzzlord. He probably brings in Moltres. I can bring in Guzzlord, and then everything's really low enough where I can just click Rock Slide or Knockoff. So, yeah, I mean, the turn I went for the HP Rock, like, I don't regret it, because if he switches in Moltres there, that actually puts me in a pretty solid position, I think. Because then he's forced to switch out, basically. Again, I can call that switch by going back out into my Guzzlord. But, yeah, I also don't know if HP Rock would have knocked out Savali in the range that it was at. I didn't want to risk it, because if it doesn't, and he just flamethrowers me, then I faint. And obviously, he was very specially defensive bulky, so I don't think I would have gotten the knockout. Yeah, the techs were great this game. Leo just made some better plays overall, I think. And we had a pretty unfortunate miss. But that was a really fun one. Probably my favorite game of the season, to be honest, where it felt like both teams were really cool. So good game to Leo. Check him out. Linked in the description below. That does mean we fall to 4-6 now, so we'll have to win the last 3 games to meet the goal I originally set, which was to go positive in the WBE. Gator is going to be an immensely difficult opponent as well, but I feel like if I can play... I wouldn't say around this level, like slightly better than this level, then definitely have a chance. But yeah, looking forward to see how Leo performs in the playoffs. We're not out of it yet, but thank you for watching. If you do enjoy, please show support by leaving a like. Go check him out, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, peace.